Right, so do you have to deposit a will with the court after a person has passed away? So in Florida, where I practice primarily, there's a rule that says after someone has passed away, if you have a will, you have to deposit it with the clerk of court. You have to deposit with the court registry within 10 days of the person passing away. In practice, almost nobody does this, right? So even attorneys, when they get hired, when they get retained, the client gives them the original will. Most of the time, they're going to hold on to that original will until they actually file the case and they get a case number, which is going to be weeks, if not months later down the road. You know, I kind of say it's a little bit like jaywalking. You're not supposed to do it, but the chances of you getting in trouble for actually doing it probably very slim. So I'm not saying you shouldn't, because there is a rule out there, there is a law out there that says you have to deposit the will with the clerk. But again, in practice, most people don't do it. Now, the reason I think that the court wants you to do that is so that, let's say you don't know about a will and you think there is not a will, and so you file all the probate documents. Well, if you file those documents and a will had been filed with the court by somebody else, now the court is going to notify you that, hey, a will has been filed. And that way you don't go months into the probate and then someone months later files a will, and now that kind of messes up the entire case because you were doing all of these things, you didn't know there was a will, and now months later you find out that there is a will. So there is a practical reason, which is why you probably do want to file the will as quickly as possible. Again, Florida says you have to within 10 days, and we get calls all the time from clients who are kind of freaking out. Hey, I have this will, what do I need to do? As a practical matter, again, most people aren't going to file it within 10 days, even though you probably should. And that's kind of the reason behind why the court wants you to do that.